Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm going to be offering my brief commentary right after this quick clip. Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. So there are reports, well, I'm not going to say reports, YouTube videos, and I'm looking for some solid, legitimate sources that's putting a stamp of approval on what they are alleging that the LAPD police chief is saying that Eric Holder has said. They're saying that the man who allegedly murdered our brother Nipsey Hussle has pled not guilty. However, they're saying according to other sources, he plans to confess to the murder and give details about why he did it. Now, Eric Holder, per what the LAPD police chief, per some of these Facebook and YouTube videos are proclaiming, is that the government hired him to gun down brother Nipsey in front of his store and promised he would not be caught and get a check for $75,000, 75 racks. Well, Mr. Holder, Mr. Eric, the alleged murderer, is not pleased with how the deal went south, and now from behind bars, he has revealed, that he is intending to, make this known. So I was thinking, how they could possibly set this young man up, Eric Holder, is, and he might not even make it to his trial, brothers and sisters. I was thinking, will he make it to his trial to be able to say what happened? Or will the enemy in his wickedness, will they put Mr. Holder in prison with a lot of brothers, then disclose to all of these men, here you go, here's the killer of Nipsey Hussle, feed him, let it be known, so that he ends up getting knocked off before his trial date, and he's not able to disclose the government's possible wicked hand in all of this. So it's going to be interesting, brothers and sisters, to see how this unfolds. Who knows? Like I said, our thoughts are not like their thoughts. And our ways are not necessarily like their ways. Our thoughts are above to a certain degree, while theirs is very, very low to a certain degree. Let me say, man, we gotta stop selling each other out for these coins, man. And that really shows that it was some type of malice or hatred or envy or jealousy for his brother. Cause I've seen pictures with Mr. Holder, Eric, the alleged murderer, and brother Nipsey on the same picture. And that's what they say is usually somebody you knew that was close to you, or that you had some type of affinity with growing up, and jealousy or envy crept into the heart because maybe you took your lives to another level. And as the saying goes, on every level, there's a different devil. Internally within self and externally in life. Right? Every time you elevate and delegate, it's going to be somebody trying to play a hate. right? It's gonna be somebody trying to talk down on your name. It's gonna be somebody trying to slow your progress, right? So that's just life. It's, you know, that's that negative and positive elements that's in everything in existence, even in our very atoms, the very cells in our body. Exist those two realities and dynamics and dualities. But if this is true, like I said, I couldn't find any news reports about it, but yet people are steady posting YouTube videos and Facebook posts about it. So I figured I would just throw in my few cents, even if it is or not isn't true. I'm speaking in a hypothetical sense. You know, I was thinking, you know, we can't fathom the depth of the mindset of Satan, right? Like, we can't think like them. Their thinking is satanic, meaning that they're the devil maker or devil producer. As the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us, they make devils. They make it accessible or easier to be a devil, right? They put the guns in our communities. As Brother Boyce Watkins says in Chicago, that there are reports and that he heard from young brothers that they would just walk down an alley and there would be a box full of guns. Like those videos I seen of the trucks, the Nike trucks parked in the hood with the authorities right around the corner. Well, what do you think the young brothers who grow up in poverty are going to do once they have access to the finer things in life that everybody naturally wants? Everybody naturally wants to look dope. Everybody naturally wants to look fly. So you gonna put a bait truck right in the hood? Well, you know our people are suffering. Wicked. You gonna put guns in the hood? Well, you know our young brothers are looking for power, looking for strength, looking for a way to exert themselves, right? They're satanic in thinking and in actions. And, you know, the scripture says that all things work for the good of those who are called according to the Lord or our God or our Creator, right? If we keep our faith in our Creator, it can be a negative circumstance that produces so much good. As our brother Nipsey Hussle was murdered, such a beautiful brother in heart, in spirit, in action, in deed. Such a generous and kind person, a beautiful soul. But yet he lives through all of us who strive to embody the principles that our brother lived. And the reality is, I don't think there's really been a revolution that has ever been manifesting without some degree of shedding of blood. All the suffering and advances that our people have ever made under the tyranny of white supremacy came from shedding blood. All of our advances, our people have suffered. So Nipsey Hussle's death is not in vain, and he has sparked the hearts and the minds of so many people across this world. Sometimes God, our Creator, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever you call him, higher energy, will take a beautiful soul, a beautiful person, to use that life, that example, for great monumental change, for dynamic new realities that bring in universal change, brothers and sisters. So we are on the cusp of the kingdom of heaven being on earth. Wickedness is not to rule forever. In fact, there are a lot of white people, as the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, they're sick of their own world, as he said in the Theology of Time. Many of them. This world is on its way out, but as the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, it goes out with a bang. Bang, bang. And some of the righteous will be the trailblazers and the foundation that help to forge the way for this universal government that is on its way. This universal government of peace. Oh, brothers and sisters, our life, all of our lives, is for a greater purpose. We gotta understand that we're only here for a short time. So we gotta live our best life. What's living our best life? Is living our best life just luxury, money, good homes, friendships, and all walks of life? Yeah, that's a part of it. As my young brother say, for sure, that's a part of it. But man, we gotta tap into that other element called service, like our brother Nipsey. See, he was really living his best life. And that's why his life is so celebrated. It's so remembered. It's so sweet. Because he was a servant to the people. He, like the minister said, he didn't think he was too good to go back to his roots or the community that helped produce him. He didn't forget about the little man. Such a beautiful soul, such a beautiful person that we should all strive to emulate and be like. So, I'm sorry, y'all know I just went off on a little tangent, but man, I hope that Mr. Eric Holder lives to be able to testify and is not murdered before his trial. Because the enemy will do that. He will let most of those brothers know, hey, this the man who killed Nipsey Hussle. And the brother won't even get to make it to trial to tell his side of the story. That's just my few thoughts about this. This is your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing out. Peace.